You ask for help and the whole thing starts to feel risky. A simple text. Can you look at this? A friend offering a ride. Someone reaching for the box before you do. Nothing dramatic. Nothing heavy on the surface. Still, your body goes tense before the answer even lands. Because the request is never only the request. Pulls you out of the place where you know what to do. It interrupts the version of you that stays composed, useful, ahead of the problem. The second someone else steps in, you are no longer the one holding the line. And that can feel exposed in a way people rarely name. Not weak, not lazy, exposed. Like the floor moved under the part of you that keeps everything steady. So you hesitate, you soften the ask, you make it smaller. You add if it's not a problem. You rehearse the sentence so it sounds light enough to carry. You try to stay positioned as the one who could still manage alone, just in case the help itself starts to feel like too much. What makes needing someone else feel less like relief, and more like losing the ground you were standing on? People call it independence, discipline, being good under pressure. That is the clean version. The version that sounds fine when other people say it out loud. But the real thing is messier. You don't only want help. You monitor the moment you might need it. You watch your own face for signs of strain. You catch yourself before the ask gets too visible. You turn the rough edge into something polite. You keep one hand on the wheel, even when someone else is already offering to drive. It looks like control from the outside. Inside, it feels like never fully arriving in the moment, because you are already calculating the cost of being helped. Who will remember this? What you will owe back? How close this makes you? How much of your own position you will have to give up if you let the other person take over for a second? That is where the contradiction lives. A part of you wants the support. Another part starts adjusting the shape of the request before it becomes real. One part reaches. The other part keeps counting. One part wants to stop carrying it. The other part cannot stand the idea of being seen in the exact place where you are carrying too much. So the help arrives, but it arrives under supervision. And supervision is not the same as receiving. The strangest part is how fast you start editing yourself in the middle of the need. You are in the middle of saying, I don't think I can do this alone, and the sentence changes. It becomes, could you maybe just take a quick look? You feel the edge of exhaustion, and you hide it behind a joke. You notice how much you want to say, and you trim it down before it reaches your mouth. You do not want to sound demanding. You do not want to look helpless. You do not want the moment to become about your lack. So you keep shaving it down until it fits the room. Later, you replay the conversation and hear the first version in your head. The one that was more honest. The one that asked for what it actually needed. The one that never made it out. And in that replay, you see the tiny correction, the slight turn, the place where you made it easier for everyone else to stay comfortable. No one watching would call it a collapse. That is the point. It happens too fast, too quietly, too neatly. By the time anyone responds, the version they meet has already been cleaned up. The request sounds reasonable. The need sounds manageable. Person sounds fine. But the real sentence is still there, somewhere behind the polished one, waiting for the version of you that never got to speak it. You don't learn this in one obvious moment. It gets trained into you through small rewards. The person who steps in quickly. The relief you give someone when you never ask for much. The way things move smoother when you stay self-contained. The quiet approval that comes when you are easy to handle, easy to reassure, easy to carry only in the ways that don't ask for anything back. After enough of that, asking for help stops feeling like a normal exchange. Starts feeling like a shift in position. You are no longer the one who knows where things are. No longer the one who keeps the shape of the room. No longer the one who can claim to be fine, while holding everything together underneath it. And maybe that is why it feels so sharp. Not because help is bad, because help changes who you are allowed to be for a moment. It puts you in contact with the part of you that is not managing, not leading, not holding the line. The part that has to be met instead of useful. That part can feel risky because it does not know how to stay visible for long. So what have you been protecting every time you refuse to lean even a little when someone is already reaching for you?